Joint what they do, what ke rari wahawe, what ke agwe, ki are digane kat digaragwa sagara haganaya. Thank you for allowing me to be here today. I said my language. My name is Rari Wahawi. That's my Indian name. It means he carries the songs or he carries the events. My people down home named me that because I'm the song leader in my community. And my community is Tuscarora from North Carolina. We also have a community of Tuscarora in New York. And our ways are called the Longhouse ways. As Jonathan mentioned, I think he mentioned last night, he being Mohawk, he is from the Longhouse traditions. And the United States would call us the Iroquois, but we call ourselves, by the Longhouse, we call ourselves the Haudenosaunee, which means the Longhouse people. So still today, we still carry on our Longhouse ways, and we still do our Longhouse traditions. The community I'm from has Tuscarora people and also the Lumbee people down in North Carolina, and there's other native tribes among the North Carolina Indians, and we kind of share similar ways, and we kind of have similar things in common. But the community I'm from is a real small community. There's two communities. There's a community called Prospect, and there's a community called Maxton. Unique part about where I'm from is that our folks are very well-rounded and very much understand Christianity and going to church, but they also understand their traditional customs, their traditional ways. So you have a somewhat of an intermingling, but you also have those who are very traditional and those who are very Christian. I call them churchy, very churchy. So my background was that I was raised very churchy. And when I became a teenager, I started singing in powwows, and then I was introduced to the Longhouse in my community, and I became very traditional. And I lost my church ways, and the elders in my community taught me Longhouse ways. And I began to learn how to do Longhouse. I learned all the ceremonies, and I learned all the songs. And still today, still learning songs, and still doing socials in my community. So that's a big part of what I do. And still today, they call me, I live in Virginia now, 4 hours from my community. So a big part of my responsibilities is running socials. Some of the ceremonies I particularly don't do as much as I used to. There's some parts of that where I draw a line, but as far as the socials, I very much show up for the socials because it's a good time for us, and in our ways we call it wagwas, which means good medicine. It's good medicine for us. So when the socials happen, I tend to be there, and I tend to run the socials and lead all the songs. So I'm gonna just start out by singing a song for you, and it's a song that we usually sing as a friendship dance song. So I'm gonna sing a friendship dance song for you just to open it up here to say Yahweh, which means thank you for inviting me here to speak. And then I'll try to get everyone up, and we'll do what we call a stomp dance just to get everybody involved. And maybe I'll get you up to do a more of a traditional Tuscarora dance. So I'm gonna sing you a friendship dance song here. And the instrument that I'm using is called a water drum. Now for us, a water drum is a drum of peace. There was a time that the Iroquois were a people of war, but nowadays we are a people of peace. So the dances that we do are normally fun dances or dances that honor elements of creation that the Creator has given us. So it's a way that we give back to the Creator for giving us this earth to take care of. And just a little side note here, the way we say Creator in our language is Tharea Wage, and that's His name in the language, and it actually means He who holds the heavens, Tharea Wage. So I'm gonna sing this friendship dance for you with this drum of peace, the water drum. By the way, it feels like winter here. I come from the south where it's really hot. It's like 100 degrees. And really humid. So here I go with a friendship dance to sing for you. So this is to say thank you, Yahweh, for inviting me here to speak for you. So that's a friendship dance song. The way we do that dance is that the elders will come out and they'll dance like a two-step style step, and they're dancing a formal straight line. And as they dance out, they'll pick someone that's not of the nation, not of their tribe, and they'll choose them to dance with them as their partner, as a friend, to show their friendship to them. And they'll dance in a circle to show that friendship. So that's why we sing that song, and that's why I wanted to start out with that, to say thank you. And in our language we say Yahweh. Can you say Yahweh? Yahweh. That means thank you. And when we want to say really acknowledge someone by a really big thank you, we just say a big Yahweh to you. So really simple. But anyways, around the age of 24, I gave my life to the Lord, and I kind of stepped out of the longhouse, and I kind of stepped out of my traditional ways, because I didn't know how to balance both my traditions and my Christian walk. And I was singing in a lot of powwows, and traveling with a drum group at the time, and I knew I needed leadership at the age of 24, and I was learning a lot by reading the Bible. I was around some other Christian natives, and they were kind of in the same situation that I was in, and they didn't know how to juggle their Christianity and their traditional ways. So for about 3 years, I didn't do anything traditional. I didn't go to powwows, I didn't go to the longhouse, and I did still continue to sing, but it was among myself. So this call within myself kept pulling me to want to sing, because from the time I was a young child and I would go to powwows and I would go to different native events, I always had this pull within inside of me to be a singer. And I always knew that I wanted to be a singer, and I always knew that I would be a good singer. And when I became a teenager and started singing, my community recognized that I was a good singer. And they kind of pushed me into the position to be a leader in the longhouse. You know, it just kind of happened. But when I gave my life to the Lord, I kind of put those things aside and didn't know how to find my place in traditions anymore. So finally, after struggling with it, and everyone in my community wanting to know what happened to Dave, I finally came back around to powwows and the Longhouse way, and I kind of started showing back up to socials and doing more socials and putting my head back into learning the traditional songs. And what happens when you don't practice songs and you don't learn the songs, you kind of forget them. It's kind of like speaking language. If you don't practice the language, you kind of forget how to speak it. So, and it happens the same way with traditional songs and with your traditions. You kind of forget certain protocols. You forget how to say certain speeches within your traditions. You forget certain groups of songs that needs to be sung for different categories. So I had forgot that. So when I came back into the Longhouse, there were some limitations for me. And I made sure that there were certain things that I had to draw the line with, but I also made sure that I had to be a part of my community and make sure that my community that they were doing their traditional stuff. I wanted to make sure that was important for them, because they needed a singer and they needed their traditional stuff to continue to go on. And I was a good singer for them. And some of them didn't want to come to a social unless I was singing. And this might be foreign to you, but some of the young people won't dance unless there's good music. That is common among native communities. Yeah, all communities. If there's not good music, they just won't get up and dance. So if there's not good singers, if they don't know the appropriate songs, if you're not drumming the right style, and they know the songs, they might not be singers, but they know the songs and they know how the songs should be sung. And if you're not singing them right, if you're not singing the right ones, they won't get up and dance. But if the right singer's there, and he has the right anointing, and he has the right motivation, they'll get up and dance. And for me, that was important. I had found my love with Jesus, but I also understood that there was a love within inside of me to sing that Jesus had put in me, that I had gave up, that I knew that I needed to come back to. So I went back to it. And here was the deal I made with my community. I sat down with my elders and I said, listen, if you want me to sing and do socials and do some of the ceremonies, I said, I want to have a Bible study every Wednesday night. Let me have a Bible study with y'all. It won't last but an hour and a half. Can I get about 5 people to show up, and I'll do socials and run some ceremonies for you. I won't do all the ceremonies, but the ones that I feel comfortable with, I'll do them. So at least 5 of the elders would show up for Bible study on Wednesday nights. And this went on for about 2 years, If you're from a native community, you know almost everyone's diabetic. Everyone takes insulin. Everyone's diabetic. So one of the unique parts about our Bible study, and another young guy that would come to the Bible study, is that a lot of the ladies that would be at our Bible study, two of the five ladies, was always needing prayer for issues they were having with their diabetes. And trying to stay close to the mic. And we had the opportunity to pray for her. And when the doctors was giving her bad hope, she would constantly go back to the doctor after we would pray. And there would be so much transformation in the defects in her bad foot or parts of her body. And the doctor would say, I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it. And it was just all because of the effects of our prayer in that Bible study. So there was testimonies and evidence of those things like that kept happening. but it was all because I recognized that God had gave me a gift to be a good singer and a good leader among my people, that I had given up a call that God had put in me. Even though I was learning, I was growing as a believer, and I had to possibly go through that process for those 3 years. But I came to the realization that God made me Indian for a reason. God created me to sing my traditional songs for a reason. And these testimonies came out of that. So you know, more and more testimonies like that just came. I would go to powwows, and still go to powwows today. I still have young guys calling me, and even this weekend some young guys called wanting to know could I go to a powwow and sing with them, because I'm really into the contest powwow singing. So I like the contest powwows, and I like to sing on the big drum and compete. So some young guys call, and the conversations are always, you know, Dave, how do you balance your Christianity, your relationship with Jesus, and your traditional ways? And these conversations continue to come up at a powwow, one-on-one with a young guy or a young girl or someone's child. And I have the opportunity to minister to them one-on-one at a powwow or at a traditional event, and begin to tell them my testimony, how I gave up my traditional ways, but I came back because it was important to be Indian. And when I look at Jesus in the Bible, Jesus was a good Jew. He looked like a Jew. He had the sideburns like a Jew. He had the beard like a Jew. I think us Indians ought to look like good Indians. I think we ought to dress like good Indians. You know, when people give things, when I'm in a restaurant or whatever, and the waiter, you know, fills my glass back up, I like to look at them and I like to say Yahweh. They don't know what that means, but to me, I know it means thank you. So I like to be a good Indian, because that's what God created me to be. That's what God created Jesus to be. You know, when I look at Jesus, between when he was born all the way till he was baptized by John the Baptist, we don't have any information other than, you know, when he went to the temple and he was dedicated in the temple. Mary and Joseph was looking for him, and he said, I must be about my Father's business. We have that little bit of information. But what was happening between them? He was just becoming a good Jew. He was being a man. He was being a good Jew. If Jesus was being a good Jew, we should be good Indians, good people. We should just grow in the Spirit and becoming who he wants us to be, till we get to the point where we recognize our gift and our calling, and we're used by him, where he feels us to be used by him. So that's where I got to, and that's where God finally woke me up, and I realized that you know, my people need me, God needs me. My ministry should be ministering to people one-on-one, sharing the gospel through my traditions, and making this happen for him. So I've talked enough. It's time to dance. You know, I am a singer, and I enjoy socials down home. You know, we love socials down home. We love them so much. I'll drive 4 hours on a Saturday morning, do the social, and drive 4 hours back to Virginia that night, just because I love going down for a 2-3 hour social. So I want to get you up to dance. We're going to do a dance that we always start out with. It's called a standing quiver dance. It's also called a stomp dance. It's just basically we just dance around in a circle. Now the way we do it in the longhouse is that we line up man, woman, boy, girl. So we do this because it creates balance within the longhouse. And the longhouse way is that we believe that there's strong leadership among the men and women. So we have women chiefs and we have men chiefs. And they both take part in making decisions for the people. So we just don't have a male chief that rules over everybody. The women and the men take part in making those decisions. And everyone is separated in clans. So my clan is Deer Clan, and we have 7 clans among our longhouse. And each clan has a female chief, which is called a clan mother, and each clan has a male chief. So when we have councils, all those get together and they make decisions on the nation. But almost every dance is almost, the protocol is where we have a balance of boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. So we're going to do a stomp dance, and I'm going to lead this dance. You might not know how to sing it, but I'll just sing it myself, and y'all can just dance behind me. But it's called Standing Quiver Dance. And we always start out with this because it's probably the oldest of the social dances that we do. And the story behind it is that long ago, before the men would go out to war or they would go out for a hunt, they would take their arrows or their spears or their atlatls, and they would put them in the center of a spot that they would dance around. And they would put them in the center because they would do this stomp dance to dance around those instruments, those tools. And they would ask the Creator to bless them, so when they would go out for a war or a hunt, that they would have Creator's blessing on that, and that they would go out and have a successful battle or a successful hunt. Now today we are a people of peace. So that's why we do this as a social, and we don't do it as a ceremony, because we're a people of peace. But this is the first dance that we always do, and we always do it as a way of blessing the arena and blessing the people. We're saying, Creator, come and bless us, and let us be in the right mind, let us be in one accord, and let us be a strong people coming together and enjoying the event. So I want everybody to come on. We're going to dance the way we do it. We always dance counterclockwise. So we're going to dance this direction. And we dance counterclockwise because we dance for the living. So at Powwows you dance clockwise because you're honoring the veterans. But in our traditional ways, we dance counterclockwise because it's for the living, those who are alive and well. So we're going to line up. You can just follow me. We'll dance around the chair. Is that okay? And after this, we'll speed it up and give you a more fun type dance here. So, yeah, I can carry the mic. No, we don't need a rattle for this. Yeah. So, all right. So here we go. Everybody just follow me. It's Standing Quiver Stomp Dance. Yo, yo, hey, yo, yo, hey, 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 hey, ha, 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 hey, ha, hey, ha, guy away, hey ha, woo, hey, oh yeah ha, we yeah ha, oh yeah ha, we yeah ha, oh yeah ha, oh yeah ha, we 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 yeah ha. Oh yeah. do the call, which is oh way high, oh way high. Ah, that's good enough. So oh way high, oh way high. 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 Oh way high, oh way high, oh way high. 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 Woo! All right, this one goes. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, everybody say oh yeah. My response is oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, good job. Wagwas. Thank you, thank you. All right, everybody got up for that. All right. So that's called a standing quiver dance, stomp dance. We call it standing quiver or stomp dance. And we always start out with that dance. Maybe next time I'll bring some singers with me. Y'all were getting the hang of it. It was almost there. I guess if we were all a singing group, we would call ourselves Almost There. So, we were almost there. So Yahweh, thank you for coming out and doing that. Everybody got up and danced. And that dance is to bless everything. That's always the way that we start out. And when we do it, everybody gets up and dances it the same way. And it's just like a stomp, or it's a march that we do. And we have maybe 50 to 60 songs that we just sing. And that dance will last about 15 minutes. And it just continues to go. You have two singers in the front, and they just go back and forth singing the standing quiver dance songs. And that step style, it represents our connection to the earth. It's kind of our way of a healing dance to the earth. It's letting the earth know that we're here to take care of it. We're our protection, because we believe as Indian people that the Creator gave us this earth, Turtle Island, this land here in America, to take care of it. So when we do that on standing quiver dance, it also represents that also. So, I want to share some more dances with you here, because I just don't want to talk to you and bore you to death. And later on in the socials, I can come up with some more stuff to share with you. I've been thinking about some things that I can share, but the next dance I want to share with you, and I have to get some volunteers up for this, and I need someone that's very flexible. So now Jonathan called me an elder last night, and I consider myself very flexible and very energetic, and I appreciate the idea of me being an elder, you know, and I'm glad I can finally get the elder senior discounts. But yeah, I need someone energetic for this. I need a boy and a girl. I need 2 volunteers, a boy and a girl. Boy and a girl, a guy and a girl. One guy just walked off. So, all right, we got a young lady. We got a young lady. Yeah. Yeah. So we got a young lady here. Yeah. So I need y'all to hold pinky fingers like this with your pinkies. Other hands. Yep, there you go. Cross. Yep, just like that. All right, face each other. Come out here a little bit more. There you go, right there, because you're gonna need some space. All right, this dance that we're gonna do for us, it's called the mosquito dance. Do y'all have mosquitoes around here? Is that a thing here? Okay, we have them in North Carolina too. I don't know why God, our Creator, created mosquitoes. And for Indian people, you know, we're very humorous people. Indian people are very funny. When we have socials down home, we're laughing a lot, we're enjoying our times together a lot. And we don't know why the Creator created mosquitoes. But we have a story about this mosquito that would come among the Tuscarora people and would terrorize the Tuscarora people. It was a big, huge mosquito. And the story goes that the Tuscaroras were tired of the mosquito. So they decided to get a group of warriors together and go defeat this huge mosquito. And they defeated the mosquito. And the mosquito turned into all these little tiny mosquitoes. And now, from the Tuscaroras defeating this tiny mosquito, came all these little tiny mosquitoes that terrorize us today. So you can blame us Tuskies. It's all our fault. But anyway, the Tuscarora people, over time, we learned that even though there's things that the Creator put here on earth, we always honor even the most smallest things that God, our Creator, has put here. We don't understand everything, and me as a traditional person, I don't understand everything. I'm still learning from my elders, and over time we've created these dances and these songs just to honor certain simple things like the mosquito and these stories that we've created over time, just to show honor to what He has given us. So it's a simple story, it's a simple dance, but it's really fun. So we've learned to take something so simple, something so crazy like a mosquito coming out and just terrorizing us. We've learned to make something like that we dislike and make it fun. So the kids in our longhouse love this dance. So it's really simple. It's a kick dance. So we got 3 types of steps in the longhouse. We got a stomp dance step that you just saw. We got a fish dance step. It's a real fast dance step. And then we got the kick step, which is just kicking. You're just going to be kicking like this. So when the beat, yep, you're just going to kick. Just kick in place. Go ahead, just kick. All right. And when the beat changes, you're going to kick around. Just kick. All right, I'm going to sing you one. I'm going to sing one time through. And you're just going to hold pinkies and just turn. You're still holding pinkies. Yep. Now just turn. Yep. Just turn. Real simple. Y'all see that? That makes sense? All right. You get the hang of it. You understand? All right. Yeah. This is real simple. It's real easy. Like kids get this really quick. So I'm gonna sing one time for them, and then everybody can grab a partner and everybody can do mosquito dance. Okay? All right. So here we go. I'm gonna sing the song. When the beat changes, there's gonna be like a heartbeat in there. That's when you turn around. So. All right. Here we go. They're gonna demonstrate, and everybody grab a partner. Here we go. Hello, 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 hey, 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 hello, 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 hey, So that's a real simple mosquito dance. Everybody saw it. All right, girls, get up and grab a guy. You can't turn them down. You cannot reject them. Grab you a guy. Come on out here, make some space. If you're not up to it, it's okay. We understand if you got a bad back. So all right, it's going to start out really slow, and it's going to speed up really fast. I just wanted to warn you. So here we go. Are y'all ready? Wiconi Family Camp 2024. Mosquito dance. Here we go. All right. Everybody feel okay? Anybody need water? All right. Anybody need CPR? So that's just a taste of some of our social dances. So just to show you how fun Indian traditional stuff is, especially for the longhouse ways. That's just a taste of some of the things that we do in North Carolina. And we do have real ceremonial things that we do, but it's similar to the fun stuff also. It just tends to be a little bit more serious. The ceremony songs sound similar. They're just ceremony, you know, it's protocol. But we love to get together and we love to have fun. And we love to enjoy ourselves. Our dances and our songs are very energetic. Some songs that we sing are songs that we make up and we share among the longhouses. And one of the things that's part of my job within the longhouse is making new songs and making sure that my singing society is constantly learning all the songs that the longhouse needs to know for the different events. So that's one of the jobs that I do. I used to be called a faith keeper in the longhouse, where I ran all the ceremonies, but nowadays that position has been given to someone else, and I just show up for socials and run socials and sing in the socials. But you know, the main thing is that I love Jesus. Amen. He's Lord of my life. And nothing is above that. Nothing. I love to sing. I love being Indian and I love my traditional ways. But Jesus is Lord of my life. Now, some of my very traditional family members and very traditional friends in the longhouse are very traditional. And I really get some heat from them. Some of the church community are very churchy, and I really get heat from them. But it's important for me, and important for my community, and important for some young people that are in the traditional, in the traditional longhouse and in the traditional ways, to know that there is someone that loves Jesus among them, and that they can go to and find a way where there is no way. There is a light, and his name is Jesus. So I want to thank y'all for inviting me here. I'm gonna end with one more song. It's a song, we call it Escaña Ganase, and it's a song that we sing for our women, and it's songs that we make up. And this is a song that a young man from our community made, and in the song, it's our language. It's called Gayet Gan. It's hard to say it without singing. Yeah, let me just sing it. Then I'll explain that. Yeah, Gayet Guanis Hakenewe. Gayet Guanis Hakenewe. It means all the beautiful people. That's what it means. So I'm gonna sing this and close out here and turn it back over to Jonathan. All right, thank you.